So we're saying, for example, what do you think about the performance? Or what do you think about the current curriculum? Here, we will discuss teacher performance. I told you that the entire scale could look like this. Teacher performance, the performance of the instructor. Then we will move on to the next part. Content, you see, it's in another way that brings them all together. Content, then I add a third one, activities, then I add a fourth one, assignments, and then I add something else, like tests, for example, or virtual classrooms. Here, it seems that it's not good. So let's say, for example, we start from the beginning and say excellent Y, plus we have these ratings and we say very good, very good. For those in the middle, it should be, for example, we can't say good, acceptable, or failing here. That wouldn't work to some extent, or neutral. So I could say, for example, that this level is high, while here it's weak and here it's very weak. So let's say, for example, we start from the beginning and say excellent. Why? Plus, we have these ratings and we say very good, very good. For those in the middle, it shouldn't be just good, acceptable, or failing. That wouldn't work to some extent, or neutral. So I could say, for example, that this level is high, while here it's weak and here it's very weak. So on the scale, you have weak and very weak. You could have good and very good, but let's not get too caught up in the very and excellent part. Let's just say outstanding, for example. High level means here indeed weak. Here, very, extremely weak. Scale, weak, good, distinguished, amazing. Students see teacher performance. Review, right. Name, number, next. Answer questions, next. Indicate levels, big scale, amazing. Content distinguished, activities distinguished, assignments distinguished, neutral on tests, learned. Here, it's amazing. I have a 5-star scale, showing levels. Students can see their teacher's performance. Let's review this scale. We did it right. We write a student's name and number, then say next. We answer visual, math, and drop-down questions, then click next. We indicate levels and come to the big scale for teacher performance. It's amazing. Content, activities, and assignments are distinguished. I'm neutral about tests, but learned from them. This is the best content. She changed her approach, and now everything should be fine. Write any student name, then say next. Answer questions, then click next. Indicate levels, then assess teacher performance. Amazing content, distinguished activities, assignments, and neutral tests. I learned from them. This is the best content provided. Starting this discussion, everything should be fine. Be aware of form issues. We'll explain the material, and once resolved, things will improve. With mobile devices and phonetics, diacritics are crucial, especially while working. This is important for us. So I think this is the best thing for the content that the teacher provided. This time, she changed her approach to suit her mood. Now, when we start this discussion, everything should be fine. Just so you know, I've heard that there are some issues these days with the form. I was talking with my colleagues today, and they told me, be careful, Dr. Abdul Rahman. You have a course on Microsoft applications, and there are some problems. So just be aware. I told them we will explain the material, and when the issues are resolved, things will improve. Keep in mind that with mobile devices and the topic of phonetics, this is very important. The diacritics will be very helpful, especially while you're working. So this is crucial for us. So keep in mind that I told them we will explain the material, and when the issues are resolved, things will improve. Just be aware that with mobile devices and the topic of phonetics, this is very important. The diacritics will be very helpful while you're working, so this is crucial for us. The main consideration here is our responses. It's one person answering. So even the modifications I've made to the scale are present, and all the adjustments are here. Of course, the more people participate, I can tell you how many said correct and how many said incorrect. So far, it's just one person, meaning one response. All right, let's move on to the style. That's all settled. Now let's check our settings. The settings here will show our results, or it will show results here, and we can make it so that they can answer. The settings here will show our results, or it will display results here, and we can make it so that they can answer. Dr. Faiza isn't here yet. She just started setting it up. She began with showing results. Who can fill out this question? Anyone or just Al-Qasim University people? I could allow anyone or specific people from Al-Qasim University to register. One answer was marked correct. Let's avoid anyone for now. Initially, we could test. Even if we said anyone, it doesn't have a specific name. Let's try anyone. If I preview with anyone, the student's name and number would appear. Would it record 2 students or just say no? It's anyone, but this is preview mode. I can't blame it now because I haven't published anything yet. So that's the situation. Nothing is published yet, and things are Al-Qasim University, and they register their names here. There's one answer for this person that was marked correct. People from Al-Qasim University can register their names, avoiding anyone for now. Initially, we could test. Anyone here lacks a specific name. Anyone doesn't have a name, so try with anyone. In preview, with anyone, the student's name and number would appear. Would it record 2 students or just say no? It's anyone, but this is preview mode. Nothing is published yet. That's the situation. Nothing is published and things are still being set up. Here, anyone doesn't have a name, so let's rely on trying anyone like this. If I did a preview with anyone, the student's name would be like this, and their number would be like that. So, would it record 2 students, or would it just keep saying no? I mean, it's anyone, but of course this is in preview mode. I can't blame it right now because I haven't published anything yet. So that's the situation. I haven't published anything, and therefore things are still in the process of being set up. Nothing more than that. Okay? He's telling you what? He told me, all right, you're still in a position where you're just doing that. Nothing more. Okay, what does he say to you? He said, okay, of course, this is a little different because I told him what's going on here. I registered everything and he said to me, no, your arrangement isn't good. We want the professor to be perfect. I arranged it with the professor first. It's not just about getting this professor. I told him this is the arrangement. The shape you see here is a square for the items related to the grades, and that's a good thing. So let me check the responses for the 2 most important ones. Did you notice how the columns increased? Let's try it one more time. Let's try it one more time because I said it to anyone. And I'm anyone, someone named QW or whatever. I myself am the device and I answer. Last time I entered, it bothered me. This time I said anyone, which made it easier. I said, evaluations are great, perfect. The second student is optimistic, and the professor is busy. He said, very good, do one more. I replied, no, thank you, that's enough. Responses from students, Bulbul, DDD, and Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman was first, and we'll show you now. All answered correctly. Here are question statistics showing ease and difficulty. 2 answered, 1 didn't. Here's your evaluation. Here are 3 responses from students, Bulbul, DDD, and Abdul Rahman. Abdul Rahman was first because we told him once. All students answered correctly. Question statistics show ease and difficulty. 2 answered this, 1 didn't. Your evaluation. Feedback and rating lean towards blue, indicating strength. Course rating is good. Everyone discusses content naturally with the professor. Opinions vary, but content is number 2. Your analyses and statistics. Set up with 1 response each. I have a nice response. Remove 1 for everything. I can answer as Abdul Rahman without objection. I can set a time limit, like in Blackboard. This is the student's opinion and this is the rating. And this is our scale that is leaning towards the blue color. I mean, by God, people don't say it's weak on anything. So our rating is good. I mean, in the curriculum and here 100%. People are talking about the content in its natural place with the professor. Of course, some people said it was good and some people said it was bad, but they all agreed that the content is number 2. I mean, so here you can get your analyses and statistics and also in the settings. All of this is because I had 1 response per person. I mean, here I have 1 response and it's nice. If you want everything, just remove the 1. I can do another review and answer as Abdul Rahman, and no one has anything against me. Now the question here, I can set it with a time limit, like in Blackboard. I'll do start to end.